Let's talk about raising our standards. And since I'm on a track, I'm going to use this as a relevant example. So at the beginning of May, I ran a marathon for the first time. My distance running history involved a half marathon trail run last fall in October. So after that, I did all the mileage I needed to complete a marathon. And when I got done with it, I realized if I ever wanted to run a marathon faster, a 3-hour marathon or whatever I want to do, I need to be able to run faster. And I hadn't done a whole lot of speed work or sprint work since college. So I decided, okay, here's my first step. I am going to train for an all-out mile time. And I want to be below 5 minutes. And that's very attainable for me. And so after I got recovered from the marathon, I decided I am going to set a baseline mile time. So I went out and ran it as hard as I could at the time. And I think it was about 6:20 to 6:30. I can't remember the exact time. And I was like, okay, so the last 8 weeks, so that was about mid-May, and it is now mid-July. So June, July, that's 2 months. I have gone from that 6:20 something mile time to last week I ran a 5:13, and I'm currently training for another time trial here in the next week. And hopefully we'll be even closer to that 5 minute, or maybe even under it once I get some pacing stuff sorted. And here's the thing. I just ran before my workout today a warm-up mile at 6:02. And it was not hard in any way, shape, or form. It was a fairly easy warm-up. And previously, that mile time all out was 6:20 something. And so now I have passed that 6-minute floor and gone to this and pushed hard for this 5-minute floor, which means all of a sudden what I thought was once really hard is now a fucking easy warm-up. It's like, let's use this as an example in the lifting world. You set out this goal to pull 500 pounds. And on the way up, you lift weights that feel impossible. 400 pounds feels impossible when you do it, or 405, 400's gay. And 455, when you put that 25-pound plate on there and it's 4 plates and a 25, that fucking felt impossible. And then you finally work your bag off up to that 500-pound pull, and you do it. And what you realize is all of a sudden, once you pull 500, 405 is now easy. That's a warm-up set of 5 for you. Yeah, you might have to tug on it a little bit hard, but I found the same thing. When I pulled 500, I set my sight on the next thing and said, hey, I'm gonna do 550. And once I pulled 550, the process of training to that, the process of going from one hard thing to the next makes the previous hard thing that much easier. So by the time I was pulling mid-500s on the deadlift, 500 pounds was an easy triple, or pulled it for a set of 5. I fucking did a set of 3, a conventional deadlift, a sumo deadlift, and a Jefferson deadlift, all in a row with relative ease at 500 pounds when I got my deadlift to that mid-5. So it's the same thing. I'm gonna assume if I decide to take this running thing more seriously, I get a 4:30 mile or something like that, then the 5-minute mile won't be so hard. I ran like a 4-hour marathon, and that taps me out. But if I train for something faster, all of a sudden I could go and pick up and run a 4-hour marathon whenever I want. So I encourage you to find the standard that you want to hit, whether that's a 405-pound deadlift, but actually commit to the process of going past that, because then what you actually wanted to achieve becomes routine. I'm gonna go run this last 400. Cheers.